Whatever. I'll just do a little general chat day. Not feeling too good. Throat playing up quite a bit today. I don't know why. Yeah, the throat's playing up. I'm going to have to take a lozenge during me. I think I've got some up here somewhere. Probably out of date ones, but I need one. So, what's been going on? Well, I know many of you probably know I was in hospital. What happened was I had a infected spinal cord. Doctors aren't really sure how they actually occur. I think it's called discus saphenous or something like that. And apparently it's a very rare occasion that people get. And it's probably like 1 in 100,000 people that get it. And I was in hospital for 2 weeks. Why is it not going through? Right, something's not going through. I might know it through. So yeah, it's like what they told me is that it's like somehow I've got a cut somewhere. The cut is actually got infected and somehow works its way down to the bottom of my spine. Why it does that, got no idea. It could be a cut from a rash, a normal cut. It could be, just scratching and causing a bleed. It could be anything. I'm not 100% sure what caused it, but that's what it was anyway, apparently. In hospital 2 weeks, which I didn't really enjoy. Mind you, I did get a lot of sleep, or I seemed to be doing was sleeping most of the time when I wasn't being disturbed by my neighbour patient who was in the same cubicle as me. So that wasn't too nice, to be honest. I had 2 different people actually. One of them had a real bad infected leg. Don't know what he'd done with it. He said he'd just come out of prison. It was okay when he was in prison, but how could it be like that in 2 days coming out of prison? I don't know. But he wasn't doing what he was told to do. That was to stay in bed most of the time. But he kept getting up and going out and meeting friends and God knows what else. And the doctors and nurses said, if you keep doing that, you're going to lose your leg. And he's complaining that he don't want to lose his leg. But they said, well, you keep getting up, you're going to lose your leg, mate, because you're making it more and more, like worse. Walking past it and seeing it, kind of like made you want to vomit. Even when they were, even when it was bandaged up, feet were disgusting. He actually had the nerve fucking complaining that I was making a little bit of noise when he was making most of the noise. I even gave him a set of pens, colouring pens, because I had them in my bag. And I heard that he liked drawing, so I gave him them, and he said thanks. But after that, he started complaining that I was making a little bit of noise, which I thought was a fucking cheek. Should have went around back, smacked his leg. That would have made that a little bit, wouldn't it? But yeah. The doctor said, well, don't worry, your neighbour's going in the day, tomorrow or something, I don't know what he said, but I didn't give a shit what he said, to be honest. But yeah, I was in hospital 2 weeks, sleeping most of the time, kept getting woken up from my medication. I was on like a a drip thing, which was a pain in the ass because like the tape would not hold the needle in, and I had it, God knows how many times, injected into my arm, and just moving around, the tape would pull it out. So I said to them, like, can you put a bandage on and then wrap it up that way it's not going to come off. So that's what they eventually did do. They did put it in my vein, my artery there. Yeah, thanks, Jess. I saw him. I've not looked at him. I saw that other thing, but I've been too busy sleeping or being ill or some other shit. Well, the other day actually, I felt so fucking ill. But yeah, they put one in my vein there, and I went to the bathroom, and my gown actually knocked it out, and blood shot everywhere, and all down my leg, all on the floor. I had to like try to cover it up and call me, push the emergency buzzer and get the old doctors and nurses come in and like sort it out. So that was a bit of fucking fun, wasn't it, eh? Otherwise I could have like just bled out and died in the bloody toilet. No one would have known. Unless like blood curled all the way down to the door and out the door, then they would have found me. But yeah, could have died that day, I reckon. So they decided not to put it in the vein anymore. Eventually they did put it in a vein here, and it held for 3 days until I came out. Yeah, I'll tell you, the meals and breakfast and in there is so shit, man. Like, they don't give you enough to fucking feed a baby, I tell you, man. Like, let's say you've had, what's that fucking corned beef and potato, yeah, with gravy. You get a plate that big, but the food is like that, really small amount of food, like that. I don't know if you see. So the plate's that big, but the food's like that. Probably about 4 mouthfuls. Yeah, I told you I'd be sleeping because I had, well, you shouldn't have had, well, all you got to do is put the key in a fucking 20 round. You should know that by now anyway. So, they gave me a lot of medication, but they did not give me enough. Because the other day, I was running out of medication, and I went to a doctor because I rang them up, and they said they hadn't got my notes from the hospital yet. So if I could take my ones down, then they could actually like photocopy them. So I'd done that, and I said, look, I need medication, I'm out. And they told me, because they haven't got the notes from the hospital, they can't put it on the system for the doctor to transfer it onto the computer and for them to know what kind of medication I wanted. I said, I need the medication. He goes, I'm sorry, but there's no doctor here to look at your medication right now. So I thought, well, that's a bit of a fucking joke, There is doctors there. Why can't she just ask the doctor to just quickly, like, look at the medical record and say, yeah, give him that medication? But she said, no, can't do it. So, because I've run out of medication, I don't know if it's like withdrawal because of the medication or if it's because I wasn't taking the medication because I didn't have it. But the other day, I was so fucking ill. I thought I was going to end up in hospital again, I tell you. I went to the toilet 3 times. I won't say how much I'd done, but the first one was the worst one. Then the second one, then the third one. I couldn't eat. I hardly slept. And what sleep I was getting, I was waking up with really cold sweat tremors. I had a headache. I felt sick. I couldn't eat anything. I couldn't hardly drink anything. I was really, really bad. And I thought, well, if I'm going to be like in the morning, I'm just going to like ring up 111 or 999 and go back in hospital or something. But I got up around about midday and I started feeling a bit better. And so I thought, well, let's see how the rest of the day goes, and if I'm okay tomorrow, then I'll won't bother. But yeah, I was really fucking ill the other day. I thought I was gonna die. I tell you, man. Because the amount of fluids come out of my body was unbelievable. And the thing was, I couldn't even put that fluid back in. I just couldn't really drink. Because every time I felt like I was drinking, I was going to be sick or I was going to fry up or something. But luckily, I'm okay. You know, I still got a bit of a back problem. You know, my back still hurts a little bit. Yeah, the thing is with those, there's a backlog with the hospital. So the notes is not going through the system because of the backlog. That's the problem. That's why I had to take my copy up for them to photocopy so they can put it through their system that way. Because I said to them, like, well, why haven't you got them? She goes, oh, because the NHS hospitals are like backlogged, and that's why they're not coming through when they're supposed to come through. She goes, sometimes they don't come through for weeks, even months. So she goes, luckily you brought your ones up, because otherwise you might not have nothing on your system for months. The only letter I did get, wait a minute, let's go and get it. Oh, I don't even know what I've done with the medical notes actually. Oh, there they are. I'll put it back in my bag. Right, with me. I've got a brown bag over here with medication still in it. They gave me so many boxes of these. They gave me like 15 boxes of these. And it's got like 24 capsules, 150ml. And I've got to take 4 of those every 6 hours. That means 500 500 grams of these. 4 tablets, 4 times a day. So that's an antibiotic for my back pain. I did get a letter through the other day stating this letter is to confirm that an appointment with the Infectious Disease Service Output Department has been made for you on Wednesday, the 26th of June, 2024 at 10:20. You'll see a member of the infectious disease team. If you find that you're now to attend this appointment, please let us know immediately. Contacting us on your above telephone number. This means the appointment slot will not be wasted, and so we can offer it to someone else. We can then arrange another time. If you fail to attend this clinic, a new appointment will not automatically be given, and you may need to return to your GP to be referred again with a new letter. If you cancel the reschedule your outpatient appointment more than once, you may be discharged back to the care of your GP and need to be referred. For the I don't know what they're going on about coronavirus for. But yeah, they sent me 2 of these letters because luckily they did, because my other one got completely fucking destroyed by liquid in the kitchen. So I can't lose that. I've got to make sure that is around for me to keep an eye on. I might have to put it on my telephone actually. But infection diseases, maybe, like, they still go. What was the back infectious disease? Fuck knows, I don't know. But point being is that I didn't want to be in that hospital too long. My daughter come around and feed the cat, and the amount of fucking food she left the cat, she could have left a amount of food for an army of cats in there. I'll tell you, Jessica, there was so much fucking food, it was unbelievable. And that cat litter, I think you bought the most expensive one there, because I think that one was like $7.99. There's a bag next to it which is only like fucking £3. That's the one I normally get her. But she ain't been too bad, she hasn't really made a mess in that one, so, and it doesn't really get that wet and smelly that much, so I'm keeping that one. And if it's a good one, then I might keep that and start buying the more expensive one. But we'll see how it goes. There's only one, maybe they sold out the other one then. But it's okay, you know, it's doing the job. It's better than the other one. It's not smelling like the other one used to. So maybe that's why it's so fucking expensive. But yeah, like the other day I was so fucking ill. I didn't know if I was going to like live or die or two, man. I think whatever I had in my stomach, I emptied out. Completely emptied out. And I could not eat at all for, a couple of days. I just didn't want to eat. So I thought I was going to be sick or have diarrhea or something. I did actually take some diarrhea tablets. The following day, just being cut, on the safe side. And that kind of helped, I suppose, in one way, because I've really been to the toilet properly for the last 2 days. So that's probably stopping me from having the runs, I suppose. But it's probably stopping me from going to the toilet, actually. But I have got these Laxido. If I can't go in the next couple of days, take one of these and they will loosen up my bowels and I can start crapping again. Done a little bit of chores today. I actually sorted out some of my living room. Now, my sister, Denise, bought these massive boxes. And they are massive. Those 14 quid each. She bought 4 of them. They're good. They're big. They're heavy duty. They've got wheels on. They've got lids on. But the thing is, they won't fit in my cupboard in the hallway. Not that way. They go that way, but I can only put 2 of them in that way. I can't turn them around and put them in that way, so they won't fit. So that's rather annoying. So I've got 2 in there at the moment. I'm going to start using some cardboard boxes. Because what I've done, I sorted out some consoles like my PlayStation, a couple of PlayStation 2s, a couple of PlayStation 3s, some Xbox One consoles. And then I put them in one box with a couple of power supplies for the Xbox Ones. And put the lid on, put another box on top. And I filled that up with games. And I mean, it's completely filled up with games. Thing is, I can't put a third one in there because I can't get a third one in there, which is a pain in the arse. So what I've got to do with the other 2 boxes, the big plastic, whatever litre they are, they're going to have to be filled up and stored in the living room at a later date when I've got time. Thing is, when I was actually sorting out in the living room, a load of stuff fell down and made a right fucking mess. So it's more messy in there now than it was earlier. But I am actually doing it bit by bit. I'm not breaking my, I nearly broke my back as it was earlier. I hurt my back earlier on again. I don't want to start getting my back fucking infected again. And I'm in hospital for another 2 fucking weeks or 2 months or whatever. But yeah, yesterday I started feeling a bit better. Today I'm okay, that's why I went out and done a little bit of sorting out. There is a lot of stuff in here, man. I was hoping I could put all them dolls into the cupboard, but there's no possible chance I can do that. What I need to do is, see, I've got all the dolls on that side and all the electronics that side. What I've got to do is get all the electronics and all the other shit out of the way. Once that's done, then I can make some room, and then I can start finding some boxes or buy more boxes for the dolls and just storing them. And some of them I'll have to give away or throw away or something. I don't really want to throw them away. I'll probably give them to charity or something. Or see if any neighbours want any dolls for their kids. I don't really want to be throwing them. But we'll see about that when I get to that bit. More important thing is getting to the left side of the room and sorting all that shit out. And like, I did do a couple of videos on it and posted on Facebook. And there's a couple of things in there which my sister would have grabbed if she had gone in and saw them. Like some more Guitar Heroes which were in there. One was in a cupboard, she grabbed that one and took that. But there's two more in the living room. Luckily she didn't see those. And then there's like a little what was it called? Battery operated screwdriver thing in there, brand new. And I put that in there to keep it out of the way so I won't like keep dropping on the floor and losing stuff. That was in there. If she had seen that, that would have gone. But luckily enough, it's there. All my metal detectors need to be sorted out and put in the cupboard. They're on this side of the living room, which I know where they are. So I've got to sort all those out. I don't know what happened to the magnets. I know there were some magnets in that cupboard and they've gone. They've been thrown out, I think. Including my brand new one, which I had in there, which was double-sided, which cost me like 40 odd quid. I think she threw that out because it's not in there. And I didn't fill it in any bags or boxes when I was sorting it out, because when I come home, I looked in the cupboard and my sister had done like put stuff in one cupboard and stuff in the other cupboard, so it was like half filled in each cupboard. So I had to like bring everything out this side of the cupboard and put it on that cupboard, and like, you know, it's all filled up and left me that side of the whole cupboard empty. As I say, I put two of those big fucking massive boxes in there now, plastic wheelie type of storage boxes, and I've put them in now and filled those up with consoles and games. Next thing I need to do is, there is a couple of boxes of DVDs which I don't really need, and I'll tell you, it's not worth taking them to the charity shop, because charity shops just don't really want them. They just get too many, so they'll probably be stuck in a box and left outside and put, you know, free for the taking. There is a couple which I might keep, like some sci-fi ones and war films and stuff like that, because I can play them on my console, either the Xbox or PlayStation, because the PC doesn't have a DVD drive in it. So some of them I will keep, but a lot of them are going to be ditched. Yeah, today, yeah, I wasn't feeling too bad today. That's why I've done a little bit of sorting out. But my back started playing up, and I thought, well, I need to take a break. So I just came in, done a cut, well, about an hour or so of the game. I played Call of the Wild hunting game, and I was playing that, and about an hour into it, suddenly just crashed out and ended the stream. And when it crashes, it sends you like a screen asking if you want to send a report, which I've done. Then I had to like restart the game and restart the stream again. And I only streamed it another half hour because I said I'm going to go out doing shopping. And I'll tell you what, I thought we was going to have a big thunderstorm over here. So while I was playing the game, like fucking great big, you know, crash of thunder. Scared the shit out of me, I tell you. I thought, fucking hell, what the hell was that? It started raining for a little while and it stopped. And I thought, like, you know, it stopped raining, I'm going to go out. I couldn't get to the bathroom, put my shoes on, put my coat on. And as I started going out, it started raining again. I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to carry on. So I went to Lidl's, done some shopping, £44 shopping. Most of it was like, you know, quite a few drinks, some meat. What did I buy? Chicken breast, pork. I still got pork in a fucking fridge from a couple of weeks ago. Right, it expires like on the 22nd, and like that's no good now. So that got to go in the bin. There's mushrooms will probably have to go in the bin. Now, I don't know with food, like, sometimes, like, you have the expiry date, but I think that expiry date is like sell by date. I don't know how much longer you can actually have it in your fridge before the meat starts, expiring and rotting. I've had like meat in there about 3 days over and cooked it. It's been okay, but being 5 days, I'm not going to take a chance. They're not getting sick again, so that's going to go in the bin. Mushroom will probably end up in the bin as well. At least I've got fresh meat. Um, some of the apples I've got in there are going to have to go because they got a bit too cold and frozen. And they've gone a bit like lumpy, so they're going to go in the bin as well. I'll have to check my other apples, which are still in the plastic bag, see if they're okay. That looks like it's going to fucking fall to. I've got the TV on these like 3 little plastic boxes, and like they're slightly leaning over, which doesn't look too good. If that goes, the TV's going to go, and it's going to pull out all the cables and probably destroy fucking my consoles and shit. PC. I'll have to sort that out later, I think. I might have to, I don't know, I might have to move the TV out, I don't know. No, it's not leaning over like that, it's kind of like leaning like that. That I'm going to put there to stop it from fucking falling, that's the problem. See, I've got so much shit on this side as well. Like boxes and colourful speakers and tools and shit. Up just beside where the TV is, I've got fucking so many clothes there which need to be sorted out. So I can't get to a wardrobe to put my clothes in there. So if I can get the time and the effort and the energy to sort out that living room and get most of that sorted out, then I can start sorting this room out and storing some of it in a living room in my, proper storage boxes or cabinets or something like that, and move half that clutter. Some stuff on there will probably might throw out as well, I don't know yet. But a lot of that is like camcorders, the art stuff, electronics, batteries, God knows what. So I really don't know. So I said on my other video, I said, like, I'm a fool for letting myself get the way this is. But when you're going through a lot of stress and depression and anxiety, you just don't know what you're doing, and like you tend to start buying stuff which you don't need and like just throwing it to one side and letting it all clutter up, and that's what I've done. And I'll be honest with you, my sister Denise is right, because in that living room, even if you had 4 people in there, you wouldn't get it cleared within the day, probably a week maybe. But with just one person being me, that's going to take months. And if I've done an hour a day, that's still going to take months to do, I reckon. I was going to do a little clip of me showing you inside the living room, but because bags and boxes fell down, it made more mess than there was before. Because I did actually make a bit of a gap in there, but as I went to put stuff in the cupboard, I had like a crash, and I went in there and like after stuff, well, not after stuff, but quite a few boxes and bags just slid down and landed on the floor again. I thought, oh, fuck this shit. So I've got to sort that out bit by bit. Now, I don't want to really get rid of the games, because the games are going to go onto a big kind of like bookshelf kind of thing, which I'm going to buy later. I've seen them on Amazon, but they're about 100 quid each. I can't get them in there until I sort that living room out and get, one sock, well, at least if I get that side sorted out, and then if I have to still store stuff there for now, as long as I can make it more tidier, then the dolls I can start sorting out and putting in boxes and giving to people, taking to charity shops. But there are dolls that I want to keep. There's some really nice dolls in there. There's some which are very valuable in money wise. I've got a doll from America which is late 1800s, early 1900s, which is worth £250-300. And there's no one going to throw that away. So hopefully we'll get it sorted out eventually one day. Probably be old and decrepit and fucking, near enough dying on my hands and knees. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. No, I'll get we said to do her back up, but I'm not paying £100 again, no way. I just don't want to be spending that more money. I know I need to contact my therapist and start doing my therapy again and talking to her, because she said she knows an organisation that can help to get rid of a lot of the clutter. But so I don't really want to get rid of a lot of it, because there's stuff in there I want to keep and maybe sell later. But keeping it's just still is holding in it in one way, and it's just going to be there and not getting rid of. So she was talking to a company which was cost free, wouldn't have to pay for it, but I'd have to speak to them on the phone and explain to them what I've got and what I want to get rid of and what I don't want to get rid of. Then I'd have to come around and look at it and say, right, okay, if they can do it or not. But I don't think they would be able to get rid of all that in one day. They probably might have to come and do a couple of trips, maybe. Yeah. But anyway, I'm still alive and kicking. Just still having health problems. I've still got a little bit of a backache from doing some sorting out today. I was going to do a little bit more, but I'm not going to bother. Got a headache now. My back's playing up a little bit. So I think I might just turn on the PlayStation 5 and do a little bit more gaming later on. So that's the update. So I'm going to go and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.